It's Time Magazine's Person of the Year, and some people got some thoughts. Roll it.
If you're gonna give it to an entertainer, I did feel like there was a lot going on this year, though.
No, what?
Maybe
What was happening?
There was multiple wars that broke out.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of had that. You had a lot of stuff going on that was of large impact, but maybe
the whistleblowers, they would have been good.
Which ones?
Well,
the Hunter Biden ones,
any of
the ones that pointed out that we were just targeting Catholics for no reason and calling them terrorists.
It is Taylor Swift. You'd think that would be innocuous. She's not a very political person. People seem pretty overwhelmed with politics in this country. It's the first time in many, many years that Time has chosen a non-political figure as Person of the Year. Should be fine. I'm sure the Republicans in this country did not jump all over it and make a big deal of it because they really love to make big deals out of nothing. Oh, they did. Blaze TV hosts Glenn Beck and Stu Borgieri said that Time Magazine should have named Hunter Biden's whistleblowers as Person of the Year instead of Taylor Swift because they are the most transparently skewed and obsessed people in the world. Very desperate for their very narrow view of the world to go mainstream. It's never going to happen. A lot of these alt-right wing figures just don't understand that people don't buy into their every single thing comes down to Hunter Biden. They don't understand that even people on the left agree that Hunter Biden has done some really dumb, bad things and should be prosecuted for them. Therefore, no story. Until you find evidence of Joe Biden being involved, therefore, no story. But you also probably won't be surprised to learn that they're not the only conservatives who are making up reasons to be mad about this. What is the sexy Eminem not being sexy enough this holiday season, so they got to focus on this? We'll get into it in a second, but here is why Time named Swift their Person of the Year. Swift has long commanded attention and knows how to use it. But this year, something shifted. To discuss her movements felt like discussing politics or the weather, a language spoken so widely it needed no context. She became the main character of the world, according to Sam Lansky at Time. She's the last monoculture left in our stratified world, he went on to say. And whether you love her or hate her, that's hard to dispute. After all, the Eras tour, whether you love her or hate her, it's hard to dispute. I don't even know what that means. I had that written down. Whether you love her or hate her, your opinion is hard to argue with, I guess, is what I meant to write. I think I left a word out there when I was preparing it. But her Eras tour just set a record of the highest grossing concert ever with over $1 billion in sales. That is pretty darn notable. Never been done before. A bunch of right-wingers very salty about this. And not just that, they're accusing her of being a Democratic psyop. Here's how Laura Loomer responded to a post that read, "Laura, I have a theory. Taylor Swift is a psyop to get white girls to vote for Joe Biden." She replied, "It's not theory. You're 100% right. She's been working with the Democrats. She allowed them to use her music and ads to get Biden elected, and she has a history with Gavin Newsom." Look that up, by the way. No idea what she's talking about. They are 100% using Taylor Swift to try to get Democrats elected. Taylor Swift 13, don't know how she didn't get Taylor Swift 1, or just Taylor Swift. Not that powerful, turns out. Lives in her mansions and flies around in her private jet. She doesn't care if anyone else suffers under inflation and can't feed their kids as long as she gets to go shopping and attend her vaccinated boyfriend's football games. Rich leftists don't feel the impact of Biden's policies. They want all of you to suffer while their life goes on. She wrote all of that because Taylor Swift had a successful tour and was named Person of the Year. Talk about trying to wedge in politics into a completely non-political moment, but well done. Jack Posobiec, who Media Matters described as a far-right troll and Pizzagate conspiracy theorist, wrote that Swift has been used as a statecraft asset for years. 2024 will be the full payoff. He tweets, "Ye tried to warn us about the Taylor Swift psyop and we didn't listen." If you're listening to anything that moronic, disgusting human being says and regretting you didn't listen to him before, lamenting you didn't look back into time and take Kanye West more seriously, you've got your last brain cell hanging on the edge of a cliff and it's fallen. It's fallen, it's on the way down, and it's gone. Congratulations. Other criticisms included an editorial in the Daily Caller stating that Morgan Wallen, a white man who was caught on tape using the N-word, should have received the award from Time instead. And last but not least, let's watch the winner of People magazine's most beautiful person in the world, 12 years in a row, Steve Bannon, compare Swift to the Pillow Man.
Announcing Taylor Swift as Times Person of the Year, I'll talk about this more later, is another major political statement because she's a powerful political force on their side, like Mike Lindell's a political force on this side, a cultural figure. You think Jimmy Kimmel talks about and makes jokes about Mike Lindell because he's not a cultural icon?
You know you're losing the battle when your comparison to once in a generation cultural pop icon Taylor Swift is a corrupt man selling pillows who keeps pretending he has evidence of a fraudulent election that he doesn't have, but it keeps him on television. It is the Pillow Man. You don't think he's a cultural force? That's why Jimmy Kimmel's making fun of him. Your evidence of why he's a cultural force is that he's made fun of by Jimmy Kimmel for how incredibly stupid he is. Yep, exactly the same as Taylor Swift. I mean, it's just mind-boggling how these people live in this very twisted, very strange reality. That's my take. Sharon Reed?
And Mike Lindell's also made fun of because he keeps popping out of people's vanities in that stupid commercial. Okay, we've had enough of him. Taylor Swift is an outspoken, powerful, dynamic performer, and she is not targeting anyone except John Mayer. She's just doing what she wants to do, and she's living out loud. She is, I think, a good choice. I may have been one of the ones in the past that said enough of it already, but I'll take more. I'll take more. And if they think Kanye or the small town guy are more deserving of this, well, start your own magazine and do it. Do you, boo? But Taylor's going to keep talking, and I think they have to tear her down now because she is so free with her speech and so outspoken. And they know that if she dare utter something or tweet something, X something out, that there's a whole host of people who will say, you know what, we trust you, we respect you. And these young people will start going to the polls.
I have to confess that I was pretty ambivalent about Taylor Swift. I mean, one of her songs, The Anti-Hero, I can sort of relate to the Monster on a Hill or whatever my daughter keeps playing on the radio. And because my kid likes it, okay, fine. But it didn't really, wouldn't have bothered me if Taylor Swift had not been selected. But once I saw how much the right wing freaked out and how crazy they went because of Taylor Swift, I was like, I am so glad that Taylor Swift was named Person of the Year, just to see the misery and the confusion and the craziness on the right. Clearly, it is under their skin. So I'm like, amen with Taylor Swift being Person of the Year.
I love it. And I mean, look at it. Look how insane and devoid of any sense of reality these people are. Imagine a world. Try to, both of you right now, picture, instead of it being Taylor Swift, if you got your Time magazine in the mail or you saw it on the newsstand at the grocery store and it said, Person of the Year, Mike Lindell, the Pillow Man. You can't even visualize it. It couldn't happen even in 100% Republican countries. They'd be like, all right, we're really going to press with this? The pillow guy?
That's the sort of thing that my friends would do. They would like stack the local grocery store with like these fake titles just to try to get my goat. Nobody would be able to take that seriously. But look, if you think about it, who else could it be? I mean, we do live in such a stratified, divisive society where there's so little that really binds us anymore. I mean, what else? Who else could be sort of Times Person of the Year? I mean, I suppose maybe, I don't know, artificial intelligence, but that's not a person. So I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, I agree. Let her have her moment. She gave a wide-reaching interview. She talked about Ye, and Kim Kardashian and that whole thing. So if people want to read it, go ahead. But Taylor Swift is her own person. And I think that makes her a great choice. There's that famous scene of a younger Taylor Swift that perhaps we've all seen by now, where she's challenging her father, who's just trying to be her dad, and caution her, don't get political, you got to back off, these people, on and on and on. And the young Taylor Swift says, don't blank that, Dad. I got to stand up. I have to speak the truth about women, our bodies, and a lot of other things that are going on. And so she had me back then, celebrate her today.
Very politically powerful after all. You go, girl. Proud of you, Taylor.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate it if you become members, because that allows us to be independent, honest, progressive, all the things that you don't get from corporate media. And all of that is because of you guys. Hit the join button below and become one of us. Become a Young Turk.